Anyway. Hey guys, welcome to the Retro Gaming Junction. This is Camilio. We're continuing BioForge. I reloaded a little bit earlier because I wanted to do the part with the doctor. This is where we entered and the doctor captured us or something. Let's see if I can go up there before doing that. What happens if I do this?
This is a restricted area.
Ah, yeah. Okay, so the game kind of funnels us here. And the scene by itself, you wouldn't know it's from Predator. Like it's really, I was like, what the fuck? I understand totally why they didn't put it in the movie.
There you are. Come in.
Oh,
You have no choice in the matter, I assure you. You do not recognize me, but we have already met. I am Dr. Mastaba, your maker. I know you have many questions. Who are you? What have you become? Pursuing these questions will be the death of you. Guard, I need you in the operating room. This is not an emergency.
Yes, sir.
you really need to see this guy work all the way to the door. It's super important.
The prisoner.
Relax, guard. This prisoner is under my control. But I do need you here to perform an experiment. Or perhaps experiment is not the right word. I need you for a demonstration. I will answer these questions for you now. You are an instrument of unimagined power. Free of all responsibility for your actions. Accept that reality and revel in your new existence. You are the first of the line. Here is the second. Soon he will join you. He will be as you are now. Never what?
We don't know what's happening now. What the fuck? Save. Even though I already had a save for this place. Whatever. It's after dark.
Don't let them put me back together. I don't want to be walking around like you. Just do it. Kill me!
Okay. There you go. Yeah, this is essentially Alone in the Dark. There you go, you're dead. And now I can pick up his battery here, which would also have killed him. But this was more violent. Thus more fun. Yeah, this thing here. But we are gonna drop it. Because right now, our battery is here. It's good. So, because the way it works is if we take this battery on the floor, it's gonna exchange this one with the other one. So I'm gonna use this battery until it's low-ish, and then I'm gonna pick up the other one. Or if I think I'm gonna move on to another area, I'm gonna pick up this one. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm not gonna switch it now, at least. There's a couple of fights coming up. Because last stream we were farther in. Space? Enter? Enter?
A medical device.
Medical device. Space? Oh, no, I didn't want to do that. Yeah, this heals us, but I don't want to use it. I didn't want to use it. Five doses. So who knows if it used it or what. And I, of course, did not need it at all. So let's reload just in case. We'll be able to bash the brain of that other guy again.
Don't let them put me back together. I don't want to be walking around like you. Just do it. Kill me!
Okay. Head bash. Doesn't work. There you go. Yeah, now you're dead. Put this on the ground.
A medical device.
Yeah, we're gonna do some reading, but I did some reading last time. I just skipped some parts because it was just too much. So we read this, which was a description of all the experience they did on me and other people. ABA means assassin biologically augmented. I mean, there's a lot of information in there. Oh, that's it. Yeah, that wasn't so bad. But then case histories, biodata. I think I read this. Did I? No, I didn't read this. Okay, so. The following material is restricted to command level personnel hire. All those without proper clearance must stop reading at this point. The following are overviews of ABA case histories assembled in random order without mention of time or specific order. Evident details are deleted and article. So we are one of these people for sure. Selmak Vidor, a new initiate into the Mandai inner circle. He professed to have moral objections to various tactics and objectives of the movement. He was placed in the ABA program because it was simpler and more advantageous to the movement than simply murdering him outright. Experimentation, AFA Cybernetics, Stages 1 and 2. Comments none. Kanan KC, a guard assigned to the Daedalus base, caught while attempting to betray. Okay, so we know this guy. It feels like we're this dude here, but yeah, I think this dude. A guard assigned to the Daedalus base caught while attempting to betray the project and the movement. It was deemed that killing him outright would simply be a waste of resource considering he fits the requirement of an ABA prototype candidate. ABA genetic alteration stage 1 and 2. Kanan was never considered a serious contender for the ABA project, just a mass of expendable tissue that conveniently became available. Blade Morgan, mercenary frequently employed by the Mondite movement, subject hired for the kidnapping of John I. Hill. Afterwards was suspected of bringing back the wrong man and was taken as replacement. Sarta Talmik, or maybe this dude, convicted multiple murderer from the Escar system, subject was obtained post-execution. A substitution of the lethal injection formula administered to him placed him in a death-like state, and his body was then smuggled out of the morgue. Yeah, that in the intro, that would fit the intro. Normal Sonia, an attempt to genetically cross a human with a very rare sort of mammalian predator. Potential results: hyperfast reflex, regenerative healing, heightened senses, and killing instinct. ABA full implementation. The desired abilities combined with her considerable beauty would have made her a very effective weapon for the Mondite cause. What's this though? Is it when there's this thing here? Rasmer Jarrett. Subject was paid to participate in experiment. Stage 1. Greater caution needs to be taken in order to ensure the biological security of the base. Also just stage 1, so this must not be me. Volunteer for the ABA project after discovering he had terminal illness. Assumed name and background: subject believed to be a plant from the Reticulum Intelligent Ministry. ABA biological stage 1 and 2. Subject died after approximately 48 hours due to a metabolic incompatibility with a new genetic structure. Subject sentenced to death for piracy. Volunteer for experiment in exchange for lighter sentence. This was an attempt to combine every cybernetic subsystem currently developed into one single AFA candidate. AFA Stage 1. Such an experiment had never been conducted before. While I knew the chance of success was very low, I was curious to see the results. As for the subject, she had been most uncooperative and was deemed expendable. Marco Popul. Subject was a Mondite scientist instrumental in the design and construction of the cybernetic limb replacements. He volunteered to become an experimental test subject in order to further serve the movement. Nestor Strom, captain of the Reticulum I Guard ship Ambassadoria, discoverer of the first fixed spacecraft detected by humanity. Subject mutilated in attack from a reanimated fixed soldier. AFA Cybernetics Stage 1-2. Subject demonstrated an extreme lack of gratitude. I Hill John. Subject located through a multi-system sweep of medical center computer records. Subject perfectly matched the physical requirements for an AFA candidate. Subject acquired through kidnapping performed by Morgan Blade. Subject did not seem suitable for this project at all. There was apparently some sort of error in his medical records. Okay. Tremnor Ard. Subject was a biologist who had been the recipient of numerous experimental brain implants. Due to his type of his tissue type and history of adapting well to cybernetic implants, subject was recruited into AFA project. Make a note, there shall be no more ABA AFA test subjects who already have cybernetic implants installed. Subject had numerous types of camouflage projectile weapon installed. Neural implant misfire resulted in malfunction of the upper armature servo. Subject's upper extremities became entangled in his jaw and right eye socket. 1 hour, all attempts to free the armature had failed as the armature had locked into position. According to the cybernetics technical readout, the armature unlocked automatically when arm extensors are activated, which would have theoretically given the medical team a few seconds to remove the armature. However, activating of subject's arm extensor resulted in subject extending both his arm and his head to the point where it became separated from the rest of his body. Dodekakin Baron. Subject was a self-preferred enemy of the Mondite movement, personally responsible for the destruction of over a dozen installations and the death of over 200 members. Subject was captured by the Mondites and placed into AFA project so that he may be used to advance the movement. Trustic Merle. Although a loyal member of the Mondite movement, Subject was judged too incompetent to be allowed to continue to serve it. Subject allowed Baron Dodekakin into Mondite installation, thereby resulting in its destruction and the deaths of 87 members. As Subject matched the tissue type requirements of the AFA project, he was deposited there. Through body bank. Attempted to murder me. Thankfully, I was able to shut off his internal life support. Wow, there's so many. Subject was a mental patient obtained through the cooperation of his Mondai psychologist. Subject has a history of self-mutilation, acting out of violent behavior. This rejection of his own body and desire to commit violent acts marked him as a potential AFA candidate. Basic AFA offensive package, limb replacement, internal organ augmentation. An unfortunate accident. With work, she might have been an acceptable AFA prototype. Subject was highly decorated space marine from the forces of Nakarat, a prime physical specimen with detailed technical background, highly trained in all forms of combat. Subject is now officially listed as missing in action. Tab. Subject was unsigned a ridiculous merchant fleet. A jump error brought him to close to daily list. For security reasons, his ship and crew have been eliminated. Subject was a member of the lower special class popularly known as Berserkers, which once populated the eastern sector of the world known as Ashtaroth. Subject matched rare tissue type required for ABA candidacy and discovered through a routine scan of computer files. Since he is a Berserker, Subject will not be missed by any respectable element in society. Jonathan 1. Subject was an amnesia patient in hospital in Australia. His name was given to him by the hospital staff. Subject lured out of hospital by a recruited staff member. Through extensive skin grafts and attempted to create a subject with epidermal layer. Yo, base that secreted an undetectable but highly toxic substance. Subject death seems to be the result of an allergic reaction either by a chemical administered during the operation or to an alloy used in the prosthesis. We're done! How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 20, 25 files. Damn it. Wow. And that's it. That was the case history, right? Secure data. Yeah.
the real world, jackass!
I missed it. Start over. God damn it. Yo, Zero Nine, good evening. I think this is the same thing. I'm not sure. Yeah. I have a light on my wrist now that flashes. I don't think this was there before. We're done reading. Yeah, you're right.
You
Yeah.
all of us. That creature is going to destroy the reactor.
What are you talking about?
State of the art, bang bang.
You shot down the reinforcements. They were our only chance.
Your move, creep.
God damn it. Okay.
You murdered all of us.
Target lock. This is 1994. 1994. Dev says,
People deserve to
"What
die
is
of what
target
they did to
lock?"
me. At least when the reactor blows, my death will be quick and painless. I am glad that I could add some small amount of suffering to yours.
Okay, diagnostic. Wow, I lost all of this. Charge. What is charge? That current is sufficient for PDF capacitor charge. Inactive. Okay. Okay, maybe I should go change that battery. Now that I got a couple of hits, you know. In this one.
A logbook.
Logbook, more reading. Hit save. Log. Ready. Fix. A security breach of the airlock has occurred. To re-establish base integrity, the airlock has been resealed. The new locking pattern. Oh yeah, we know this. Okay. What was that? Did I fall? Oh. Reactor monitor. Reactor status. Reactor access code 125. A Class 3 reactor alert is in effect. All non-essential personnel are to be evacuated immediately. Preliminary reports indicate the following. CR, an escape subject from the cell block, has burrowed a tunnel from cell 2 to the water tanks and into the reactor room. Water tank pressure below required level. Reactor coolant expanded. Yeah, maybe I should have pressed this instead. Plasma field temperature increasing, heated above safe operation, procedure erratic energy flow, occurrence scores. Bad shit. It's bad. Its integrity is shit. There's a leakage. It's not good. So far, the intruder has prevented all attempts to manually shut down the system or drive it from the reactor room. It killed the entire third team. Reactor access code 125. Reactor access code 125. Reactor code 125. The escape subject demonstrates a marked resistance to the extreme heat and radioactivity of the reactor room. It has also been immune to blaster. Oh, all of a sudden I have 5 fingers now? Like, this hand has 5 fingers now? Or it's just like, it's just stuck like that. Okay, it has also been immune to blaster fire and the effects of all manner of weaponry currently brought to bear against it. So it's not me. The only remaining line of defense against the intruder is an automated reactor maintenance robot guarding the reactor airlock. Its final instructions order is not to allow the intruder out of the reactor room. Analysis, inquiry. Providing the frequency and severity of the tremors continue to increase at their current rate, how long until the base is rendered uninhabitable? 11 hours. Less. Providing the power conductors are not taken offline, how long before the reaction system achieves critical expiration? An amount of time not exceeding... What? Can you suggest a course of action? Intruder must be evaded or neutralized. Power conductors attached to support pylons now lowered into plasma field. So these are the things I'll have to do, I guess. Power conductors attached to support pylons. Okay, intruder must be evaded. Intruder. Okay. Power conductors attached to support pylons now lowered into plasma field. Okay. To stabilize reactor, pylons must be individually unlocked from central reactor control station and raised out of plasma field. Okay, they're lower, they need to be raised out. Unlocked from central reactor control station. With this code, I guess. That's the reactor room. Can you calculate my chances? Probability of success and determine it. Area data log level 3. Corridor to main airlock, ventilation system problem, temperature rising above normal, environmental range error. Didn't we read this already? Air circulator clogged by foreign substance. Substance removed by repair bot. Overheated motor of air circulator replaced. Air circulator reactivated. Temperature returning to normal. All levels. Perform air equality check. Power home cryogenic fluid tanks needed refilling. Digging machine destroyed by large animal. Quest log for replacement. Battery discharge and maintenance robot. Electric short and lower level mechanics repair. Damaged battery swapped out with freshly charged one by repair bot. Control level operating room. One of the restraints on the examination table has been broken. Examination table restraint repair. Prisoner cell 2. Escape. That's me. Escape alert declared. Cell block door is sealed. I want every available guard to security level immediately. Systems damage. Electrical short and flooring subsystems. Many subsystems nominal. Maintenance sensor data inaccurate. Many sensors offline. Damage being reported too fast to be repaired by the robots. Reactor room. Dampen reactor immediately. Power down. System damage. Cooling tank penetrated. Reactor cooling systems rendered inoperative. Prisoner cell 2 detected in tanks. Escape prisoner has dug from his cell down into the water tanks. Dug. We didn't dug though. We went into an area or like a tunnel that was already dug in. So maybe they're not talking about us. Reactor room reports that the reaction coolant system is not responding. All reactor cooling systems negative. Temperature of reactor rapidly increasing. Class 1 reactor emergency alert declared. Switching to emergency power supply and attempting to take reactor offline. I feel we read this at the beginning of the game. It was here kind of like, and I went all the way up to read it all. Yeah, we read that. Definitely. My second tremor. I remember they were saying like 6th tremor, 7th tremor. Let's go all the way down. Maybe there's gonna be some new stuff. 6th tremor, yeah. That's it. And there was a repair button. Everything was repaired though. There was a couple of things related to the cells that I repaired. Okay, we're done. Come on. I just want to see if this lights up eventually, but no, okay. Okay. What about if I click on these areas? No. Emergency. This is the same, yeah. Okay. Class 3 rector. Okay. Good. So I don't know why I'm in this suit. Maybe to get into the radiation area. Let's keep it. Let's get that other battery. Well, let's explore this first. Yeah, Cam 15, that's fine. Cam 15. Oh, space does nothing here? Okay. Whoa. Status, emergency. Class 3 reactor alert in effect. All personnel must obtain an art suit. No, that's the... Yeah, we know this. Okay. The following is the 1900 installment of the 9,000 Day of Collection of the Wisdom of the Third Mandai Prime Paragon. Sulamesh Astrodeya Namdigam. The Prime Paragon is the living embodiment of the Mandai ideal. whatever his name is, lives a life of seclusion where he devotes all of his time to meditation and ponders the ever-deepening riddle of human and technological existence. The thoughts and actions of the Prime Paragon are always being continuously recorded and distributed wherever human societies exist so that his followers may benefit from oh from his unique and enlightening insight. This catalog of the words of the Prime Paragon provides a daily thoughtful observation. Day 1861. Many years ago I saw the vision. It was clear and so real that its power obliterated everything else before my eyes. It began with one great ring. Somehow I knew that this ring represented all of human life, as it now exists or up until recently existed. Then another great ring appeared above it. It represented a perfection that was so permanent and absolute that there was no imaginable human equivalent. It wasn't a static form of perfection, but one that was eternally improving and expanding, a perfection found only in machinery, which is continuously being upgraded, modified, and perfected. Just looking at the image of these two rings, I could tell that there was something missing. Something else needed to be added to complete the picture, before my mind even grasped the comprehension of it. A third ring appeared, a circle that came from the center, that entwined and connected the other two circles together. The truth of it burned as bright as the sun. From that central circle, the Mondite movement was born. Day 1862. Before the beginning, there was nothing, and then from nothing came substance. But the substance was without value or meaning. Then came the true beginning. After the true beginning, there was life, and this life was microscopic, and was fragile, and was temporary, but it was this life that prospered, because it was good enough. Then came the endless time of the change, and from this change was emerged. And we gave meaning and value to the substance that is the universe. And as we gave the universe meaning and value, we did change it, just as it changed us. And when we did notice this change within ourselves, we named it evolution, and saw that it was good. And with those changes came computers and machines. Soon computers and machines began to advance in an evolution all of their own, only at a much faster pace. Then came the Mondites, and with them came a new beginning. For in this new age, the force of evolution alone is not enough. It is wielded like a weapon aimed directly at ourselves, and must be as fast as a computer, and as sure as any mechanized machinery. So the Mondites called forth the Prime Paragon, and the people heard the words of the Mondites, and they saw that the Mondites were good. Day 1863. The following is a pronouncement from the Mondite Prime Paragon. Quite often, the Prime Paragon enjoys referring to himself in the third person as he speaks. In the future, all those who are not augmented will be nothing. Political expediency must never be allowed to stand in the way of evolution. That also includes those who would do so in the name of alleged morality. Those who stand in the way of evolution in the name of morality are the most immoral of all. For slowing the progress of human evolutions arms the entire human race. All people feel an impulse for self-improvement. It is based upon and very closely related to the hidden, deeply rooted impulse that they have for self-destruction. Everyone desperately longs for obliteration to be followed by a recreation in a new form. If this were a perfect world, all of us, every one of us, would be replaced. It is good for an individual to be cultured. In the past, this was achieved by traveling to many places, but today that is no longer enough. Culture is really just the accumulation of fashion. Fashion? So fashion must be accelerated to its absolute maximum speed. Ludicrous speed, so that even without traveling, people are exposed to absolutely as much culture as they can enjoy. Too much culture! Sex became passe. the day they invented the assembly line. Yeah, I'm sure about that. The following is a pronouncement from the Mandai Prime Paragon. It is said that one must continuously examine one's own life, but the Prime Paragon has found that this is not necessarily the case. Long ago, the Prime Paragon stopped examining his life and he began having others to do it for him. This saved him a great deal of time, and it has been extremely liberating for him. The reticulum is a failed system because it is primarily interested in profit and is oblivious to the ultimate measurement of success. The eternal climb of evolution, their petty obsessions, hold them back while the rest of us continue to grow beyond them. One day soon they will be obsolete. Recently, I spent a lot of time examining spiders, and I've become quite fascinated with them. Spiders came to me in a vision. When I looked at them, I saw people wearing shirts that have 2 extra arms and pants that have 2 extra legs. But why stop there? With cybernetic attachment, people can have 4 arms, 4 legs, 4 dicks. It would be very convenient once one get over the confusion of learning how to use them properly. Yeah, exactly. I see houses that have no stairs or ceiling or floors, only nets that people can crawl along on.
Show me your dick. Come on, show me your dick.
Food and Odiv's like, what? Food and possessions are hung from the nets, attached to them with adhesives. For furniture, I see semispheres for chairs and fibrous hammocks that you can wrap yourself up in for bedding. For a long, long time. For a long, long time, evolution. I was checking if you guys were paying attention. For a long, long time, evolution was a force in the universe that pointed the way as lowly life forms stumbled blindly towards it, not even particularly aware of it or where they were headed. Whew, sorry. Look how far life in this universe has come since then. Now, we not only have a certain extent of control over how fast we go, but we can decide where we are going as far as evolution is concerned. We must decide, for in fact, if we fail to choose a destination at this point, we will stumble back to that dim place from whence we came. Flesh is the source of all corruption. Look at how much misery is brought into the world due to its limitations. Flesh is corrupt because it can die. The only possible resolution for flesh is death. To advance beyond where we have come, we must reject the flesh. We must choose an alternative. The flesh must be transcended. Style, it has been said, is the struggle of form versus function. Machinists only follow function. Form, they say, follows function. As if one were to control function, they would automatically be the master of form. This is only a limitation in their thinking. One must achieve total control over both form and function, specifically in order to create anything of real worth or meaning. This is truly style. I no longer eat anything that has been organically grown. Like every day they say something, whatever the prophet, whatever says something, this is what they said this day. I no longer eat anything that has been organically grown. One must begin by doubting every statement. One must find a way of subjecting every statement to the test of experiment. One must continuously determine whether or not a statement or action serves the advancement of human evolution. One must do these things because we are evolutionary harbingers. We live in a society that has unnaturally prejudiced aesthetics, and our living things are almost always the preferred subject of choice. I don't know. I'd say it's about 50-50. And there's a lot of art that is just like I mean, I guess like a forest is a living thing. Yeah. But like if you're talking about people, what are machines and artificial creations? To create a portrait of an engine or to engineer the pathways of an algorithm would be seen as something highly original or deliberately unusual, but it is not. The assertion merely displays a set of standards that are out of balance. Just yesterday, I was watching some video feed on my monitor display that showed a group of catecholamine miners at work. I noticed the special protective clothing that they wear, and I thought how interesting the world would be if everyone were to dress like miners. I make this following request to anyone who has read or heard my words. If you should ever encounter me in person, I sincerely ask that you kill me. I thank you in advance. This is a trick, you say? Very well, I shall explain it to you. If you are ever successful in killing me, then you shall discover that you have killed was never really me at all. Should you ever try to actually kill that person who is really me, the person whose words you are reading right now, you will discover that he is unkillable. Of course, I must inform you that death is the penalty for actually attempting to kill me and failing. What? The reticulum reveals itself to be de-evolutionary when it attempts to restrict the culture of the Mondites. The reticulum pretends that it favors all Mondites. The reticulum pretends that it favors all cultures equally, but it denies the natural superiority of Mondite culture, therefore defiling all cultures that would benefit through the emulation of Mondite culture or the absorbing into Mondite culture. The reticulum is anti-culture and celebrates the total absence of culture. A dedicated follower of fashion is the only sort of individual that is truly socially aware. The ultimate purpose of which nanotechnology can be applied to is continuous reconstruction of our mood or focus of concentration. Every thought and every emotion can exist in its own unique physical environment. Our bodies themselves will become the exterior manifestation of our inner selves. Life would be much less complicated if all food was one same unique color. For a long time, I have noticed how much... Oh no, we're not done. How much better people tend to relate to computers than they do with other individuals. All of the people who I have ever met that have lost limbs or had limbs replaced with cybernetics are more satisfied with their replacements than they were with their original bodies. The human animal is naturally a symbiote living in harmony with the machines it creates. The closer the unity between these two things, the more improved the existence of both. Computers communicate with each other in a more efficient manner than human beings do. People communicate to a certain point, and past that invent elaborate mechanisms to allow them to safely exist despite not communicating with each other. If I instructed you to forget something, you probably not be able to do it, would you? The highest form of philosophy is mathematics. In the past, the history of all cultures could be found in its mythology. In the future, the history of all Mondite culture will be implanted through nanite genetic encoding. In 4 days, it is extremely likely that I will have some important news to tell you. Something that I very much enjoy is the clothing, architecture, poetry, literature, and music of the Second Morathian era, as it was represented on the southern hemisphere of Australia. As of this writing, 5,813 Mondites have been arrested and charged with criminal activity throughout Reticulum. 975 of them were convicted. This is a percentage of 16%. As of this writing, throughout history, 100 members of the Parliament of the Reticulum were at one time or another formally charged with illegal activities. All 100 eventually stepped down and 93 of them were found guilty in the court of law. This is a percentage of 93%. In attempting anything, one must always remember to perform 3 basic actions. Is it the 4th day? 1, 2... 3. Anything one must prepare one's self to receive transmission, establish the connection to one's power source, and transcend conventional reality. I have recently created a new and highly advanced form of communication. I would like to say more about it, but I cannot. How dangerous that we place so much emphasis on body language and facial expression, and that we depend on it so to such an extent to convey so much information. It is a carryover from basic animal behavior, and it is highly inefficient. Oh, fashion is fascism in its ultimate and most benevolent form. Don't the followers of fashion feel superior to those who are not? Don't the followers of fashion exclude those with inferior fashion sense from their social order? Don't the followers of fashion place the mark of shame upon those all who are not, merely by wearing their uniforms, making both groups easily recognizable? Isn't the ultimate goal of the followers of fashion to obliterate the culture of all those who are not, and replace it with their own? Fashion is the most immediate and ultimately the most powerful force of social evolution. It must be openly embraced for social evolution to prosper. Absence of evidence is not evidence of absence. We're done! Okay, I want to read just the first one just to see exactly what was this. How much time did that took? Okay, the following is the whatever installment of 900 day of collection of the wisdom of the third Monday Prime Paragon. Yeah, that's his fucking wisdom. Holy shit. Following are the notes of the continuing archaeological mission to the ruins of Daedalus, as written by Dr. Eden Esker, head archaeologist Mount Zion Expedition. This moon, Daedalus, has never had a molten center, yet our geographic analysis shows massive geological instability enduring 1,000 centuries. This is a disappointment. There's no telling what might have been left behind by the civilization that once lived here, and what has now been lost to us all for time. Has been lost to us for all time. Analysis of the satellite data has revealed a massive underground construction. 2 hollow rings beneath this moon's surface encircle the entire planet. One of them runs exactly north to south, the other runs along the equator. Together they look like the rings of a gyroscope. The equator ring has been broken in so many places over a period of thousands of years that it has been virtually destroyed. No doubt it has fallen victim to the geological instability of this planet. The north-south ring is worn and strained in many places, yet, miraculously, it is still intact. What an astounding achievement. It is truly a marvel of engineering. How tragic that it may be the only remaining legacy of a once great civilization. Great news! We have located the structural remains of the potential to give us a meaningful look at those who once lived here. A cluster of ruins by an extinct volcano on Daedalus' northern pole. We named it Mount Zion in honor of the world where the Monday Prime Paragon was born. Life here on Daedalus is hard. The isolation from the rest of the universe isn't nearly so bad as being constantly in the company of Mondite zealots. I went Mondite for the first time back in my university days. Mostly as a form of intellectual protest, I do not regret it. Within the rigid structure of the reticulum, any form of scientific pursuit is the manacled slave of bureaucracy and economics. If not for the Mondites, I wouldn't have this incredible opportunity to actually hold in my hands the remains of a non-human civilization. I want to get started right this instant. The expedition has hardly begun and I already feel I may have made a crucial error. Ah, I've read this before. Did I? This seems familiar. Let's read it again. After yesterday's officers' meeting, I was pulled into a discussion with Commander Wilm concerning Monday politics. Everyone here pays closer attention to it than I do, and I went ballistic. How do I have a reasonable discussion with a group of people who are in favor of the imprisonment and mutilation of all those who disagree with them? I don't handle such situation well. They tell me I'm better at dealing with people after they've been dead a few thousand years or so. Commander Wilm was killed today in a construction accident. A large flooring section broke free of its support and fell on top of him. He died instantly. Now that the hardship of construction this base at last behind us, I can turn my full attention toward the thing which has brought us here. The day I saw the sensor data of the Ambassadoria, I knew that I would have to come here. I have been studying the satellite pictures of the Mount Sion crater for months, and I'm puzzled. Why construct an entire underground city along the lip of a volcano, extinct or otherwise? The acidic lake within the crater continues to confound our exploration. It has necessitated the confound the construction. It has necessitated the construction of a crude catwalk to allow us access there. Previously, one had to scale the crater, march along the rim, and then rappel down on the other side. The later method was proving to be too dangerous, as the winds along the top of the crater can become strong enough to blow a man over the edge. No, I've never read all this. We have encountered an unexpected peril. A large carnivorous creature that lives in the acid lake. The thing visits us on a fairly regular basis. It is attracted to our bright work lights. Whenever it appears, everyone runs for cover and the lights are extinguished. After an hour or so, we are finally able to drive it off with small arms fire. None of our weaponry is capable of seriously arming it. Every other day or so it reappears and the procedure repeats. We will have to constantly be on the watch for this thing. It could devour a man in seconds. The past 30 days have been constant vacillation between hope and discouragement. We have been finding many tiny unidentified artifacts, seemingly decayed machine parts. Today we had our first major success. We uncovered a sealed chamber in immaculate condition which may be the key to the entire complex. For lack of a better phrase, we have called it the temple. There is an immense bas-relief in the center of it. I believe it guards, or more accurately conceals, an entrance that will grant us access into the heart of the complex. There is a vast amount of writing on the walls of this chamber. That alone should prove to be a find of incalculable value. Today we begin maneuvering our heavy equipment into the new chamber, and if my suspicions are correct, it will be well worth the trouble. So far, the statue seems to be getting the better of us. Attempts to move it have completely burned out the motor of our portable winch. Today we have tried to dislodge the statue with the smaller mechanized digging tools. It did not even budge. After a week of attempting to dislodge the statue from the floor, we have switched tactics and tried burrowing a small tunnel underneath it. Both efforts failed, and I'm calling off further attempts to get around the statue for now. There's too much artwork and script engraved into the walls to afford damaging the place in our futile attempts. Analysis of the stone density show that we should be able to move it. There is some unknown force protecting this room from our invasion. I have no idea what it could be. Mastaba is not happy with the progress we have been making. I promised him that the team would redouble its effort until we had discovered their way into the ruins. Still no progress. Mastaba made some veiled threats about taking over the project personally. If that happens, he will simply begin strip mining this place. I can't let this valuable find come to that. I must do something. I looked over the satellite analysis and I have isolated a soft spot inside the crater. We will attempt to drill our own entrance into the ruins complex from there. This will no doubt cause some damage to the site, but there just doesn't seem to be any other way in. This goes against everything I was trying to do. I know that historians of the future will no doubt see this as a terrible misstep. and one that led to the loss of untold knowledge. I hope that it is also remembered that I was never given a choice. The deed is done. Several artifacts and some wall engravings were destroyed. They tell me that it could have been worse. I know that it had been relieved of my duties. My replacement would not have been nearly as careful as I was. Still, what I have done is a crime. For the first time, I feel as I am no longer a scientist, merely a looter. We have completed construction of our entrance tunnel. I'm having an airlock installed there. If possible, we'll seal and repressurize portions of the complex area, filling it with its own atmosphere, which is less corrosive than that of Daedalus. Disaster. As we attempted to dig our way into the complex, the roof of the chamber collapsed. The first room has been completely filled with rock and dirt. 3 of our diggers were killed. We have begun digging out the debris from the chamber. Our plan is to hollow it out and resupport the ceiling. Perhaps something can be saved after all. The new ceiling supports the first dig chamber have been installed. Now we can safely clear out the rest. The preliminary computer analysis of the alien language is complete. So far it has registered more than 750,000 alphabetic characters. It is conceivable the translation of this writing could be decades away. The first chamber is clear. Only a few artifacts were found here. None were recovered since the accident. We have begun the process of replacing the atmosphere with our own. There is a corridor leading off from this chamber that must be regulated clearly in a particularly nasty, very vicious life form. Somehow lighter than air. Very vicious creature that is somehow lighter than air. Beyond it lies a massive tomb. There is also one other passageway leading out from our chamber, which so far has proved impassable. A linguistic breakthrough. Initial character patterns from the computer analysis indicate that there could be writing in more than one language inside the temple. Now, pattern categorization and mathematical analysis has backed up this idea. One of these languages has a remarkable statistical consistency, and the other is composed of nothing but component replication configurations. There is something else in the temple area. It must have originally had extraordinary significance. A series of rings that form an elaborately complex but clearly distinct pattern. It is placed in the center of the room and giving such a profound display that I wonder if it might have some religious significance. I have turned my full attention toward the linguistic work, just to writing on the walls in the temple of Rana. Zane, our engineer, has asked to study one of the artifacts recovering the first dig chamber. He went on and on about artifacts, came home, whatever, blah blah blah. Some sort of battery. Against my better judgment, I gave it to him and told him to report back. This I read, so I did read all this? Oh my god. Anyway, I needed a refresh. I remember this. That idiot Zane took the artifact and turned it into some sort of toy. But maybe just some of these parts? I don't know. I must be a bigger idiot because I am the one who gave it to him. He has created a small flying craft using the artifact as a power source to store gravity energy. They have some documents in triplicates. But some of these sound familiar and some of them don't. I don't know. Don't they see the value of this race, this culture? They have left so little behind for us to study. Like, I would have remembered this sort of toy, you know? I don't know. They have left so little behind for us to study. Bastarding the last remains of their civilization is wrong. What is worse, either no one agrees with me about this, or no one is brave enough to say so openly. I asked Dr. Mastaba to give me the authority to repossess the battery, but he brushed me off in a manner that I found most humiliating. Inspired by the progress of Dr. Zane, Mastaba now also wants to use the alien technology in connection with his ABA project, whatever that is. Based upon my preliminary examination of skeletal remains, it is my belief that this race once possessed materials and techniques for cybernetics far in advance of anything available to us. Mastaba also appropriated a metallic cylinder that we had found in the dig site. I did not have very long to examine it, but I believe it could have been a powerful weapon of some sort. He told me in no certain terms I was no longer access to items he and Zane have claimed When I protested, claimed the situation mere temporary. I know him too well now to actually believe him, but I do not have the authority to deny anything. I'm afraid I have made a critical mistake. I thought it would advance the project to bring in someone of Zane's caliber. In the tomb there is a sarcophagus, which contains an alien that is now registering very faint life signs. We mustn't let what happened to Ambassadorio happen to us. I have informed Mastaba, and he has ordered that his coffin be moved to the security level and placed under 24-hour day guard. For the first time since Mastaba's arrival, I have seen just what this ABA project is. There is a man in cell 1 who has been turned into some sort of animal. There is a man in cell 3 who has had virtually his entire body replaced by machinery. Oh, maybe cell 3 is me. I am ashamed to think that somehow I've contributed to those heinous acts. Work from my team's project has been borrowed from this. What can I do? The rape of the archaeological site and theft of the artifacts are now merely minor offenses to which I become accomplice. I have attempted to communicate with whoever is occupying cell 3. He has been mechanized and mutilated beyond all recognition. Still, there is something about him which seems familiar, or perhaps I am only sympathizing with his plight. We are both prisoners, enslaved by a morally blank ideology which has distorted us into monstrous versions of our former selves. If I could do something to help him, I would. But there is talk that there have already been 2 other imprisoned or worse for resisting Mataba's plan. I must watch myself, for I have not been quiet in my objections. If he perceives anyone as a potential enemy in this entire base, then it is certainly me. There is nothing else for me to do. I am throwing myself into my work. I have made significant progress on translating language. I have learned enough to know the real true name of this race. They are the Fix. Once I finish reprogramming my linguistic computer, I'll let the software make a crack at it. I'm worried about what Mastaba will do. Wow. I feel I read this for half an hour. And it's not like I took some time or like wasted. I just read it. Holy shit. Okay, next. I hope this is a duplicate. MSS satellite view, dataless site, passage, excavation site restricted. Oh, nice. We have somewhat of a map here. I guess I'm at the dataless site right now. So we need to take a passage and get to the excavation site. That's my guess. Oh man, fuck you. Day 0. Fuck off. Are you shitting me? How long is this? Oh, fuck! Okay, it's not too bad. Yeah, still pretty intense. The following dates are recorded according to the list mission calendar. Entries are posted at Commander Will. Day 0. The Ambassadorian encounters an alien spacecraft. Excerpt from the ship's log. This is Captain Strom of the Ambassadoria. We are 21 days out of Australia, en route to New Freedom's port. Today, while scanning some debris, we came across something with a sensor signature very much like a spacecraft. It had no identification beacon, and there are no records of any ships lost in this area. It resembles nothing that can be found in the spotter's guide. But our computer insists that it is a ship. We are changing course to investigate. At first, we thought this ship was nothing but a meteorite because its surface has become coated with so much dust and debris. This is definitely the remains of a ship, but unlike anything we or anyone has ever seen. It seemingly has no propulsion system, or perhaps it is a propulsion system, unlike anything, or perhaps anything we have. I can only assume this craft has been produced by an advanced civilization that has never been encountered. I've assembled boarding party and we're going on board. The ship is an ancient tomb in space for 8 non-human passengers who have been out here for an estimated 100,000 years. Our preliminary analysis seems to indicate that the craft itself is powered by some manner of gravity drive. It is completely unlike any technology possessed by the reticulum. On request from my medical officer, we are taking a dead alien specimen aboard for examination. This alien creature looks like a big marble statue. Our medical officer has removed it from its coffin. Remarkably, it is exhibiting signs of life. Many of the crew are dead. This thing tears its way through the structure of the ship, the way a mole digs through dirt. Nothing can stop it. Already most of the prime systems have been knocked out. So far, everyone who has encountered this thing has been murdered by it. The ship is inoperative and immobile. We have sent a distress signal. But I know that even if it is heard, help cannot reach us in time. The others all realize it, but we don't have dare to say it out loud. The truth is that we are all dead men. Only a handful of us left. There's no other options but to take to the lifeboat and destroy the ship. The lifeboat has been sabotaged. I'm the last one left alive. When I finish this, I will jettison the black box and then do what must be done. Every last member of my crew behaved heroically in the face of this danger and conducted themselves befitting the highest commendation of the reticulum. Let it be known that I accept the sole responsibility for this terrible disaster. This is Captain Strom of the Ambassadoria signing off for the final time. Self-destruct mechanism activated, both ships destroyed. Day 42. Mondite ships intercept the Ambassadoria distress signal. As they approach the signal's point of origin, the signal is jammed and distorted, ensuring that it will be heard by no one else. The destroyed hulk of the Ambassadoria and the fixed spacecraft are discovered. The spacecraft alien specimen and forensic are examined. Black box intercepted. That's like a year later. The calculation of years depending. Earth years, the calculations of location of fixed homeworld and astronomical corroboration are established. The Prime Paragon orders a covert expedition to the alien homeworld. He christens it Daedalus. Mondites acquire and outfit a special mission customized long-range jump freighter, the Kanzeko. The Kanzeko launches bound for Daedalus. Kanzeko arrives in the Daedalus system, established orbit around Daedalus, launches cartographic satellite. Cartographic satellite chart surface. Surface of the planet is barren, completely absent of any evidence of an alien civilization. Base team specialists awakened from cryosleep. Computer analysis of Daedalus surface charts. Numerous potential archaeological sites exist beneath the planet's surface. That's way later. The most promising of these is named Mount Sion. First team prepares. Base camp established on the rim of the Mount Sion crater at the north pole of Daedalus. Deployment of equipment and personnel. Kasenko is going to perform calculated hours. They build a fucking base. Delayed is an acid lake inside the crater inexplicably start to rise after cresting. The lake level holds steady, although it has engulfed over 95% of the available landmass inside the crater. Commander Wilm, leader of the first team, dies in a construction accident. Oh yeah, we read about that. The following entries are posted by Security Officer Kanan. Miraculously, the construction of the base is completed, although it is more than 100 days behind the original mission schedule. Preliminary archaeological work begun. The mouth of the alien necropolis is discovered. This work is supervised by the leader of the second team, Dr. Esker. The support ship, Vasurian, arrives in the Daedalus system. It brings new equipment and supplies to Marine dropship to provide security. And the new base commander, Dr. Ahmet Mastaba. Dr. Mastaba, which is a crazy dude, begins conducting research for ABA project. A large statue is discovered blocking the passageway inside the mouth of the alien necropolis. Numerous attempts are made to move and bypass the statue, all fail. A separate entrance is drilled into the alien necropolis. The first interior chamber of the alien necropolis is excavated. Analysis of initial ABA test subject begins. An alien specimen that shows signs of life is transferred from the dig site to the cell block of the security level in the base. Cell block 2, I presume. All further entries posted by Technical Officer Mdant. First successful ABA project prototype created. Security Officer Kanan and Prisoner Dane captured in an attempt to hijack a dropship from the landing platform. Alien specimen escaped from cell block. Class 3 reactor alert declared. Base evacuated. And we're done. Woo!
Stay temporarily disabled. Please try again later.
Oh man, fuck off. Are you shitting me? More? This is literally ridiculous. If this is more reading. Icarus data. This is the prototype for a one-man assault fighter craft. It utilizes the old steel reinforced chassis of whatever. It is powered by a customized. I don't give a shit. It's been constructed by Zane. Icarus access. Oh shit.
Hangar to Dr. Mastaba. I've spotted the assassin. The assassin is now in the hangar area.
Impossible. He took enough electricity to fry every synapse in his brain. Guard the Icarus project with your life. I will return shortly.
Oh, he's not moving past that door for some reason. This is ridiculous. And this is the uneasy combat. Like they're way too long to kill. Okay, I'm gonna realign myself. What's he doing? He's dying now. Finally.
I swear that when my time comes, I will not die a puppet like yourself.
Yeah, the combat is way too intense for no reason.
Mastaba to base hangar. What is your status?
What is your status? Yeah. Okay, let's save on the new save. Anger.
Damn!
A damaged walkie-talkie.
Walkie-talkie, communication device. The transmitter appears to be broken.
Help me.
Oh, receiver fully operational.
I'm trapped in the dig site. Mastaba shot me, the bastard. Please, Don't leave me here to die.
Can't use it though. Why? Okay, I can't use it, but it gave us some information. Oh, what's this?
An alien artifact.
Alien cube. Cube of uncertain origin, composed of inert cesium and unidentified liquid alloy. Inscribed with unusual characteristic, exhibit mild radiation. Approximately 8 kilojoule. No other information. And we can't use it. Trying to interact with this thing. Oh.
A battery.
Another one. This one is flashing. Upper space. Oh, maybe it's a dead battery.
A battery.
No. So this is the battery I put in. What's with all the fucking batteries? Maybe if I put mine in there, I don't know. Is this something? Okay, let's save and try some stuff. Okay, let's take this.
An alien battery.
An alien battery. Switch it with mine. Put mine in there. What does that do? Okay, fuck it. Let's take this back.
A battery.
Switch it with ours. Okay. Leave this one on the ground for now. This hasn't touched the battery. I just want to be sure. Okay, perfect. Hanger logs. Oh my god, okay, it's not too bad, not too bad. What about this? Isn't the same thing? Come on, it's the same thing, right? Yeah. Okay, just to be sure. We have to be thorough. What is this? This something. Okay, so before continuing, I'm gonna go get my battery pack. I also checked this and I couldn't really interact with this either. Oh yeah, I could. No? Could I? Space? Enter. Oh shit.
If you're going to the reactor room, watch out for the security buy.
Oh.
Its enemy identification circuitry has been damaged.
Okay. Oh, you're a friend? I guess I could get his gun if I kick him in the nuts, but yeah, let's be friends. Let's pick up this battery.
A battery?
Push it with ours. Put this one on the floor here.
If you're going to the reactor room, watch out for the security buy.
Are you gonna say that every time I enter this room? Because this is gonna get annoying real fast. So if I check my diagnostic, yeah, everything is maxed out. This doesn't even charge anymore, so maybe this is good? Because if I change it...
A battery?
Oh, no. Okay. Oh, maybe because the armor we have...
Is anybody there? Help me, please. Somebody.
Yeah, I'm gonna help you. It may have something to do with our armor. Anyway, let's save and I'll come back. We'll take a break. I'll go back, read the rest of this stuff we need to read. Yeah, we'll be back in a couple of minutes. Stay tuned.
The year is 2196. One renegade silencer takes on the World Economic Consortium, and they're not making it easy. no regret. He's the Crusader. He's back in this explosive, non-stop action sequel. Crusader, no regret. Run, dive, slide, and roll with 21 fast action maneuvers. Infiltrate enemy compounds in 10 explosive levels. Annihilate your opponents with 15 devastating weapons. Shatter. Broil. Vaporize. And burn.
Intruder alert.
Unleash your attitude in the explosive sequel to the award-winning Crusader, No Remorse. Crusader, no regret. Unleash your attitude.
力、勇気、戦い、愛、平和。
アクションとクリエーションの見事なる融合。
スーパーファミコンゲーム。
アクトレイザー。
Secret of Evermore. Squaresoft.
We are back. Hangar logs. Compile... No. One-man assault fighter flight log compiled by Durrell Zane. Test flight 1. Maybe this will give us information about the battery. The initial test flight of the one-man assault fighter was a fly around along the interior of the Mount Zion crater. It lasted 8.1 seconds. Wow. Afterwards, our test pilot reported a sluggishness in the pitch and roll of the aircraft. Test flight 2. Whoa. After moving the alignment of the tilt directional stabilizer to full forward, it was decided the second test run would see how well the problem had been corrected. The pilot ran the craft through a series of shimmies, rolls, and aerial sideways skids. After 15 minutes, it was judged that the problem had been corrected. The flight continued for another 17 minutes. At one moment, the craft broke out over the top of the Mount Zion crater and swung back down into it. According to our orders, we were not to stray from the crater, but our test pilot's enthusiasm must have gotten the better of him. He was severely reprimanded by base control. After fitting the craft with an early version of its canopy, it was time to do some speed tests. At Mach 0.4, the canopy tore itself off. At Mach 0.4? Yeah, Mach 4? Miraculously, the pilot was able to stay on board the craft and managed to safely slow it down. At this point, the remainder of the flight was called off. The pilot reported that he had not even revved the engine up to 1/4 of its full power. This time, a specialized wind-resistant airtight. Yo, Eric! This time, a specialized wind-resistant airtight and pressurized version of the canopy was installed. During this test flight, the canopy held. The pilot demonstrated that the craft is capable of achieving a speed many times the speed of sound. Its exact top speed was not detected because of a guidance problem. At high speed, a massive vibration shook through the chassis of the vehicle and it hopelessly distorted the instrument's readings. Based upon observation and examination of the craft, it was postulated that it could reach escape velocity. After the previous flight, the secondary velocity dampener and circumulator of the Kanzenko were stripped down and installed into the craft, and all of its instrumentation was hard calibrated. The exterior canopy was again reinforced and made heat resistant. During the test flight, the pilot attempted to perform a full vertical takeoff. The objective of the flight was to measure the functional ceiling of the craft. The one-man assault fighter was completely out of sight within a few seconds of takeoff. 28 minutes later, the craft returned. The pilot reported that he had got disoriented once he completely lost planet face up there and returned to the base. Instrumentation confirmed the craft was completely beyond the outer atmosphere of Daedalus, but not at stable orbital distance. The pilot took more than 3 minutes, 3 times the duration of the ascent in returning to the surface of Daedalus. Heat resistance of the craft is one of the things that which has not been severely tested yet. Why is all this important? The craft was prepared for its first orbital test flight. Once aware of the outstanding capabilities of its power source, we were anxious to see if its limitations were as boundless as our imagination. Our test pilot was hard suited up and climbed aboard the vehicle. The craft would be out of radio contact for roughly half of the flight, so we knew this was a big risk we were taking. If something were to go wrong on the other side of Daedalus, we were not equipped for a rescue or recovery mission of any sort. We cheered as we watched her take off and speed out of sight. 8 minutes later, we received the radio signal we had feared. The vehicle was malfunctioning. Despite our calculation, it did not have the power to achieve orbit. Something was preventing it from achieving stable orbit. At that point, communications with the ship were broken. Minutes later, there was a light in the sky like the fairy tale of a comet. It was headed straight for the Mount Sion crater. No one knows how the pilot got the craft onto the landing platform. The sickening echo of it slamming into the metal rung out for long minutes afterwards. It finally faded as the flames were extinguished. Then a noise rose up from the clouds of exhaust, the sound of the servo mechanism opening the canopy. Our test pilot removed his helmet and issued this report. Damn, that is one sweet ride. Remarkably, the craft came out of it almost as well as our test pilot. The structural damage was all fairly superficial. Most of the other secondary repair work had already been completed. The only problem remains the battery powering the engine, which either completely drained or more likely decharged when the electrical system aboard the craft became...
Read me. Help me, please.
When the electrical system aboard the craft became superheated during re-entry. Until we somehow obtained another battery capable of holding at least 375 units of charge. Highly unlikely, seeing the first was a more than 100,000-year-old archaeological find. The one-man assault fighter project remains permanently grounded. Fuck me! And I bet there's gonna be more. I hope there's more, but not that much more. Like, just like, please slack a little bit on the reading. It's too much reading. 16 or 17? I'm not sure. Okay, now that we have our little suitie here. Oh, shut up, dude. I'm just gonna kill you because you're annoying.
Enemy identification circuitry has been damaged.
I like reading, but I'm not streaming books, you know, this is about video games. I like it when it's interactive. Show, do not tell.
Danger. Reactor approaching critical state. Danger. Reactor approaching critical state.
So I'm gonna try to go in there, see if that kills us. Probably not.
Time until reactor critical. Indeterminate.
Okay, so now we survived this. Oh shit. Oh no, not these guys. Okay, I need a gun.
Target destroyed. No new targets detected.
Okay. Well, anyway, the guy kind of tells us what to do.
If you're going to the reactor room, watch out for the security bot.
Okay, yeah, no, this way, okay.
Enemy identification circuitry has been damaged.
So? So what? What does that mean? He says that, but... I don't understand what that means.
Reactor approaching critical state. Danger. Reactor approaching critical state. Warning. Temperature of plasma field still increasing. Time until reactor critical. Indeterminate.
Motion detected. Target.
Yeah, almost. Almost made it. I don't know if I'm cheesing it or this is what you need to do or what. I don't care. Let's do it.
Motion detected. Target acquired.
Ah! I'm not sure I can make it. Let's try it 1 or 2 more times.
Motion detected. Target.
Ah, shit. Ah, they don't let us get close enough. So we definitely need a gun for this. Uh-oh.
Warning. Temperature of plasma field still increasing.
Oh.
Time until reactor critical. Indeterminate.
If you're going to the reactor room, watch out for the security bot. Its enemy identification circuitry has been damaged.
I think he's getting cut off by this tremor. Didn't he say something? Targeting system damage. Maybe I just need to be on the side, but even when I go on the side, he shoots me anyway. Anyway, there's another place I want to explore here. This? Yeah. shit. There you go. Out this side. Okay, an elevator, maybe? Let's see, what's this? Uh-oh. Ooh.
Listen to me. Save yourself. I am your protector, your creator.
Ah. I don't know what they expect of us. Oh shit, the fucking tremors. Oh. Was I just unlucky? I'll have to try again. Ah, so much trial and error. Ah, man, I want to kick that dude's ass so I get his gun, you know? Maybe I should press space in front of him. He's gonna give me his gun. Yeah, I need to shoot these dudes. For sure. Maybe I need to do something with the tremor also, I'm not sure. Is it at the same spot? Yeah, pretty much. Feels like I need to do something about those tremors. So we didn't accomplish anything by going here. Not really. Let's reload this then. Let's try to take his gun. Maybe just punch him a little and he'll be like, okay.
If you're going to the reactor room, watch out for the security buy. Its enemy identification circuitry has been damaged.
Enter. Oh, no. Fucking bashing the
You
face.
lost your mind?
I want your gun, dude. Wow, this guy is really
lost
aggressive.
your mind?
He's not even using the gun. Wow, holy shit. Holy crap. And he's done.
I guess it can be hard sometimes to tell who your friends are. The blaster.
But I don't want to kill the guy. No, I don't want to do that. Okay, so we have a different battery. Maybe we can try putting it in the ship. Maybe I should remove my my suit. Okay, so if I check my diagnostic, no, this is still like non-functional. So if I take this battery, because I will need one, I guess. Take this.
An alien battery.
Switch it with mine. Mine is full, but I don't know if it has the capacity they were talking about. Oh, if I go into my diagnostic now, I can charge it. Okay, 500. Oh, I need to check this number. Yeah, wait. All the batteries. Diagnostic. 100. 100 max, or it's at 100 now? 0, 100. Yeah, now it's at 100. So that other one might be lower. It's difficult to tell. But suffice it to say that that red one will not be enough. Like if I switch this and I put this in there. No.
A battery.
Okay. Let's bring every battery at the same spot. Yeah, see you later, Odif. You're reading.
Not one of those writer creations, are you?
Oh!
You lost your mind?
Oh, I guess I will kill him to get that then. I can't go into. Oh no!
I tear it up with one of you special projects.
That's why he said it's difficult to know who your friends are. Now I see. Yeah, let's read all this. Ah, no, I should stay in this robot. It'll just be easier to kick his ass.
Going to the reactor room. Watch out for the security bot.
It's just because he doesn't know.
Enemy identification circuitry has been damaged.
Yeah, he just doesn't know that it's me. Okay.
You lost your mind?
That's why he says that.
I guess we Mondites aren't one big happy family after all.
We know this guy has a lot of health. Yeah, the combat in this is ridiculous. Ridiculous.
I hope Mastaba rewards your loyalty by making you his next test subject. I guess it can be hard sometimes to tell who your friends are.
Okay. So why would I remove this armor? Or this armor? I don't even know if it's an armor. Let's keep none for now. If I can pass in front of the guards. Yeah, there's access. Oh, maybe I should have picked up the gun immediately. Pick up this.
An alien battery.
I don't know why I didn't bring this with me the whole time. I want to compare all these batteries.
A blaster.
Okay, so my battery now has, well, we don't know. It's maybe it's at 100 max, or maybe it's, yeah, I guess if this is 0, this is 100. Now it's 100. Okay, let's pick up this one. Oh shit, really?
A battery.
Diagnostic. This one is the same as mine, except it's half. And we cannot shoot the gun, or we cannot like charge the PFD prototype, which I think is a gun, because in the manual they talk about it as like 5 is supposed to be that thing, and I think it's your thing that you shoot with your arm.
Does anybody read
Oh,
me?
shut up.
Help me, please.
So let's drop this on the ground, and if we put this on,
An alien battery.
so now it says 500, and now we have access to this. It still says that we are below threshold for PFD capacitor charge, but it's better than the other two, so maybe I should keep it. I don't know. No, I think I'll keep the other one, like the one that is full 100. No, not this one.
A battery.
Though we're gonna enter that room, so maybe I should, no, you know what, I'm gonna put that one. Because I'm gonna get hit probably, maybe not, I don't know. Okay, let's put that there.
A blaster.
These fucking batteries things.
Danger. Reactor approaching critical state.
Okay, let's save here. 15.
Reactor approaching critical warning. Temperature plasma field still increasing.
What's up with that door?
Time until reactor critical indeterminate.
Uh-oh. No, what are you doing? It goes straight over it. Oh, that is amazing.
Motion detected. Target acquired.
He said that his targeting system was fucked up. Didn't seem that fucked up to me. Now the door is closed. And now I just fell. Is that normal? Is that a thing that happens when you're like low on health, maybe? Oh wow, okay, I'm super low on health. What happens when the batteries come up? Ah, the door doesn't open.
Warning. Temperature of plasma field still increasing. Time until reactor critical. Indeterminate.
Why does the guy say that his target thinks? Oh, because it. Oh, now I understand. Because it's shooting everybody.
Danger. Reactor approaching critical state.
Okay, if we shoot in here, does it do the thing where it bounces off everything? No.
Time until reactor critical. Indeterminate.
Motion detected. Target acquired.
Okay. Ah, no. It was okay. I was trying to use that panel there. That didn't work. And then I tried to shoot him as soon as I put my gun up. I don't know why, but he decided to... Oh.
Reactor approaching critical state. Warning. Temperature of plasma field still increasing. Time
Let's go in the
until
corner
reactor
there.
critical. Indeterminate.
Motion detected. Target acquired.
Must be another way. I'm not using the right way to kill this guy. I probably need my gun. My real gun. Okay, so let's reload. Now we know that we can go kill those little fuckers through the passageway. I guess the mission now is to go save that that woman on the radio.
This level is inaccessible.
I was thinking if there was something else.
Energy discharges from this chamber are extremely hazardous.
Am I damaged? Oh no, energy half? No, no, no. If I'm going into a new area, I want to use the new battery. This way.
Please secure all sidearms. Energy discharges from this chamber are extremely hazardous.
approaching critical state.
A battery.
No. Okay. Get out, man.
A blaster.
Danger. Reactor approaching critical state.
Please secure all sidearms. Energy discharges in this chamber are extremely hazardous.
Can't believe they make you do this each time you want to enter this room. At least I'm not having any troubles with it, but fuck that. Okay. Hey, you're Xena. Go, 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 go. I need to sidestep. Oh my god, look at this shit. I'm not, this doesn't even do anything. I'm stuck in that door, that's why. Is that even what I need to do? Fuck this. Hey, Draconic Dude. Thank you, Xena. How's it going? Yeah, it's pretty rough. I like the story and the setting and everything, but it's very difficult to control. Oh, maybe I need to use the elevator trick again. Man, I don't even have the time to shoot it. Is this even what I need to do? Hey, Bum Rocky. Ah, oh, man. Yeah, sidestep, sidestep. Ah, oh, man, he doesn't aim for them. You're shooting above it, you fucking dumbass. Oh, this is so stupid. But I feel this is where I need to go. This is like Alone in the Dark. I almost like it a little more than Alone in the Dark. The combat Alone in the Dark was a little better. Creatures in this take too much time to get hit. Ah, there's gonna be a tremor and I'm gonna fall. That's what it always happens here. There's a tremor and then I automatically fall. So probably need to do something about those tremors. Man, I'd like to progress in this game, man. I've read for about an hour and a half, it feels like. There's too much reading in this game, too. It's crazy. So maybe I could shoot these fuckers here. This also seems pretty crazy. Look at this shit. I can't even see what I'm doing. So I got a gun, but I don't even know what to do with it. That's fun. That's fun. Oh, okay, we can see our... Oh, we just missed it. Oh, we're getting hit though. Oh, man. Okay, for the first time I'm gonna look up not what to do, but where to go. I don't know what's the next thing to do. Oh, I also have this alien cube thingy. I should read my journal too. Oh, what? I didn't even know you could do that. What? There was a I skipped a apparently there was one panel that I skipped. That is amazing. Amazing. What, I can't go back now? Great. My God. There's a panel here. No, not here. So this panel here, which I'm pretty sure I clicked on. Maybe I went like this and I went, oh, fuck it. But no, if you go just on the right of this panel, here instead, there's something. Fuck! Okay, manual. Up, down. Okay, so we move this buddy. What are we doing with this fucker? bring this up, down. So maybe I use it. Oh, okay, maybe push the... No, I'll need to open the door to do that. Can I go through this door? Yes. So if that door opens, which is not certain, I think I'll be able to push that robot into the abyss. Oh, this works. There you go. Fuck that.
Danger. Reactor approaching critical
Shit. Oh, yes. Yeah, this is definitely it. Come on.
Warning. Temperature of plasma field.
Yeah, this is a really cool game. It just doesn't control well.
Time until reactor critical. Indeterminate.
But it's pretty cool. Essentially it's a point and click adventure game, but not in the point and click interface. Yeah, I'll push this guy down. Yeah, woohoo! Okay, that's cool. That was cool.
Danger. Reactor approaching critical stage. Danger. Reactor approaching critical. Warning. Temperature of plasma field still increasing. Time until reactor critical. Indeterminate.
Oh. Who are you? Oh, there's a button surely to open the... Oh shit. Okay, let's reload. I'm gonna try to do this without getting hit. The last thing I want to do is be at the end of the game and be fucked because I don't have the like items or... That was my problem the first time I played Alone in the Dark. I used a lot of the health items and quickly I was fucked. really quickly. Can I shoot him from here? Probably. Doesn't die.
Reactor will achieve critical state in 30 seconds.
30 seconds? Are you serious? What the fuck? Uh, 1, 2, 5. 1, 2.
9.
1,
8.
2.
7.
1,
6,
2.
5. 4. 3.
1, 2, 5.
1.
Power down. Oh my god! Nice. Nice! Go, go, go. 1, 2, 5. 1, 2. 1, 2, 5. Power down. Okay, go. No, is that okay? It didn't seem to be working. I must need to push this fucker down in the plasma field or something. No? Come on. It's 125. No, it's 125. Maybe just shoot the thing? No. That'd just be stupid. Okay, let's kick him instead. Maybe it's more efficient. Like if at least after a certain time it would fall on the floor for a little longer so that I can go onto that console. I do have some items, maybe you want some items. I have some rotten meat. Do you think he wants the rotten meat?
Warning. Reactor will achieve.
Oh, the game is still running when I'm in my inventory. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, wow. Oh, fuck.
1.
We barely have the time to do the 125 thing, if this is what you need to do. I'm not convinced. Doesn't work. So that was the code for the reactor room, but I don't know. I think we're done for the night now. Oh my god. What's this code for then? Like, what is that 125? This is the reactor. We're done with the reactor room. We're never gonna come back after this, I'm guessing. So what was that code? 125. Go fuck yourself. And how the fuck do you want me to do that with this fucker in my way? Oh, I thought it was it. I thought that was it. Oh my god. God damn it. I actually thought that was it. He was going toward it and I was like, oh my god, really? No. Of course not. A whale. Maybe a whale. Maybe the flute.
Achieve critical stage in 30 seconds.
But then I still don't have the code for the reactor. No, he doesn't give a shit. Oh well. We tried. Like, is that important? That why is there a subtitle for the cry? Oh well. We'll continue this on Sunday. Tomorrow, more Ultima 8. And some Baldur's Gate before that.
Warning. Reactor will achieve critical stage in 30 seconds.
Unless maybe I need to run away before it explodes. Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. See you next time. Oh, I'll be streaming Saturday. Usually I don't stream, but I'll be playing some Baldur's Gate 3. Ciao.
Thank you for your cooperation. Good night.
I'll buy that